Evening. Welcome back to the latest stream of my GT7 E to A Plus challenge. It's been a little while. I didn't stream much last week. I think I did one stream, but it wasn't that long. It was pretty warm last week, which it would have made it uncomfortable. Plus, I wasn't a massive fan of the daily races. I don't think they were that great. But anyway, it's a new week. So we've got some new daily races, and I've been doing the Suzuka one on my main account a few times, and yeah, seems like a good race. I've done a quali time already. Managed to do a sub 2 minute. I think it was literally like 59.997, something like that. So that should put us fairly high up. I think it's, about 700th in the world, something like that. So yeah, should hopefully put us in a good position on the grid. So yeah, 20 seconds before the first race of the evening. In fact, I've probably got enough credits to buy the Porsche. I'll try to remember to do that once I've done this race. Yeah, it's nice to be back streaming again. It's a little bit cooler at the moment, which is nice. It's sort of been in the mid-20s today, in the UK anyway. Oh, look at that, pole position. Lovely stuff. Probably start on the mediums. I think that'll be a sensible choice. Just put out that we're live to the lobby. It's now JW10. I've had a slight name change because I realised having JW10 it's not the easiest to spell. I figured JW would be a bit easier for people to find. Good evening. Just stick my AirPods in, make sure the stream's looking alright. Hopefully it is. It's also been a case my Wi-Fi's been a bit up and down with the weather. I think that's affected it. There we go, can you see it? Yeah, we're looking cushy. Nice. Right. B-barrel to the rear to save the front tyres. It's going to take a bit of a battering round Suzuka. Let's go. Probably trying to have a clean first lap. So I don't know what quite the meta strategy for this race is at the moment. I've kind of been experimenting around how long you should stay on the hards. So some can do 9 laps on the mediums. Whereas some choose to do 8, 7 or even 6. I think if you're quick and you're fighting from the back, you could probably do 4 laps on the hards and just have that big advantage on the mediums coming through the rest of the pack. So already I'm nearly broken the toe from behind. mighty fastest 130R. Probably my favourite corner on this track. South Africans keeping pace. Not quite broken that toe yet. That was nice. There we go, we've opened a bit of a gap now. Oh, did he get a penalty as well? My word. Let's not lose time ourselves. He's still staying out. I think he's on mediums as well. That'd be my guess. Must have lost a lot of time there again. I wonder if he's got another penalty. Yeah, it's a bit more of a commanding position now. Not a good lap. Continuing to build that gap. Now into the 2 minutes. Ooh, dairy big. That could have been worse. Very easy to spin on that. What even is that? Is that AstroTurf? Whatever it is, the tyres don't like it. Yeah, I was about a second and a bit from that. He's been holding the gap this lap, to be fair. South African's not too slow. I'm opening the gap, but it's not super quick. I haven't driven this first race battery smooth. See me sort of mid-corner, just like that, sort of on and off the power. The best drivers tend to be the smoothest. Better lap. Oh, the gap's opened up again. It's the point where we have to start being mindful of tyre wear. See in the bottom left, the front left has now seen better days, especially especially as I like to slide into some of these corners a little bit. It's just what can happen when you have your brake balance at the back. As you kind of got all the focus of the braking going to the rear of the car, it can overload the back end. Just cause it to be a little bit squirrely. Can help you to have the back end out a little bit sometimes, but generally speaking you want to have it. You want to have the car as planted as possible. Oh my, what's happened to South African? Must have dropped it. Smoke us to the top right now. The pack's pretty spread out. Most of the guys at the back would have already pitted from hards to mediums. Certainly me and the South African are on mediums. There you go, he's coming in now. My tyres, they're not in the best shape, but I certainly still think it'd be quicker on mediums than on hards. So we'll keep going for now. I think we'll pit lap 9. I don't think the hard tyres are particularly quick. I'd say a second slower, maybe more. Really pushing the track limits. Maybe even too far. I don't know if that'd be a penalty or not. Seems we're alright. Time's starting to fall off a little bit. I think we're okay. I take it that Danish is on mediums. I hope he is anyway. GCR Stefan Trier. Okay, I'm onto the hard tyre. Of course, mandatory. I'm anticipating that Dane will come in. He does indeed. Slightest first race should be pretty comfortable as long as I don't do anything remarkably stupid. So the last Italian has come from nowhere to be in second. Oh, don't cut any corners. Nice. Pretty comfortable in there. Nice. Pole position for fastest lap. Not a clean race though. Not too sure why there isn't that. I haven't got a clean race for that actually. I didn't hit anyone. I went wide once, didn't I, at turn 1, but... Never mind. Doesn't matter too much. It's good to see our DR going up. That's right, before we go into the next race, we should probably buy our own Porsche. Of course, I think it's the newest GT3 car to come out, isn't it? I think. Yeah, it was after the Ferrari. 296. Where is it? Oh, gone right past it, haven't I? That's the one. 900,000. Not cheap for a Group 3 car. Nice. Let's put a nice new livery on it. See what we can find. Could go for like a Grello look. Got that on one of my accounts. Get the Lightning McQueen Porsche. Don't know about that. I'm such a ditherer when it comes to liveries, I do apologise. It's like, what do I want? I don't really know what exactly I'm looking for. Just something that looks kind of... Ooh, the Grello with the monster. I do kind of like that, I can't lie. As an avid monster drinker myself. We've got to be scary, we've got to scare our opposition. What was I doing on here? I was actually looking to make my live streams into a playlist, but I don't know if you can do that. Don't see why you couldn't. So then if you guys, I don't know, if anyone comes back to this one day, they might want to watch it through. I'm actually going to see how long this challenge has taken so far. Let's buy some tyres, don't I? Oop, I want. Buy some mediums. There we go. Just check where I am. So on my main account, I'm a 10th quicker. 655 in the world. That's not bad for me. It's probably round about where I normally am, if not a little bit better actually. Okay, make sure we're in for the next race. Yes, how long roughly have we been doing this challenge for? 6, 12, 14, 19, 21, 22, yeah, about 22, 23 hours. So we haven't even done a full day yet. And if we just, I'll just back out again actually, quickly look where we are. In terms of our DR, what, a quarter or a third through A? I think that's pretty good going, to be honest. You know, it's gonna take, the quickest we could do it, I would say from here, probably going to be about 20 races. If we could do it in 65 races, considering we've done 45, I think that's really good going. Because if you look at our record, I think our record's, you know, we've been pretty consistent. 45 races, 39 top 5s, only 6 races I've done I haven't been top 5. And some of those, well, of course, when I was lower down starting at the back. And 28 wins. That's pretty good going. I'm pretty impressed with myself with that. But yeah, we'll stop yapping about my achievements because we haven't actually done the challenge yet. I was meant to do it in a week. So, yeah, we'll leave the praise there. I am such an idiot. I don't know how to make playlists. Home tab. Created playlists. No. Oh, I bet it's so simple. I'm just being an idiot. I'm going to need to like right click. Sell on that one. No. I bet it's so simple. Let's have a look. Oh my. How the turntables. We are now P6. I think that very much means, yeah, start on the hards. Do 2 or 3 laps on those and then we'll switch to the mediums. See, we're 6, but, you know, we're 0.9. They're 0.9, they're 0.9, they're 0.9, they're 0.8, and then Rafael Costa's with a sublime 59.2. I better put my quickly put my YouTube link out there. That did it. Better double check that. Change that. No, I'll quickly do it again. It does do it when I come into the lobby, but the problem is, like, if people then subsequently join afterwards, no one ever sees it. Should say as my post-race message as well, really. Alright, race 2. Might not be so straightforward, this one. Not much point of overtaking them. Ooh, was that a silly penalty maybe? I think we got away with it. Ooh, sort of a bit squirrely. Saved it though. Jay Gooder. I think that's the same South African behind in the last race, isn't it? Pretty sure. Completely missed that apex. Oh, that's poor. Could have been worse though. Look at that guy. Oh dear. This is not quite the way you want to go into the pits. I was weighing up pitting on that lap, but so we got into that altercation, so I thought better of it. Now we're in a bit of free air. It's quick. Could be on mediums. Could just be very quick. sort of in these lobbies now where it's a bit harder to tell. Yeah, could have gone power a little bit earlier though. These guys are pulling away. Costa's on mediums. I think these two guys are on... No, Costa's on hard, sorry. This guy choosing not to bump me. Perhaps he sees weakness. That's what I think will come in this lap. Hoping this guy won't fight me. He's still not pushing me. I don't really want to fight him. I'll just let him by. He uses slip. Then we'll come in. Well, sliding onto these apex is lovely at the moment. I think we've lost enough time by now. So Raphael was on hards, Gooder was on hards. Don't know if probably going to come out in the mix of this group. Just about with Gooder, might be in front. Indeed. Should keep him behind in this sector. Tyres getting warmer. lovely exit out there. Just kind of giving the inside line there. Nice. It's cost us 3.8. We want to try and keep the gap to him as small as possible. Not too sure what happened behind. Oh, good, I might have made a move actually. Go fast slap on the board. Don't want to speak too soon. I think a P2 is possible. But we'll have to drive pretty consistently. I think cost is going to be a little bit too quick. It's like a bit of pen. No. We're quite lenient, I think. Some of the track limits on here. Yeah, he's gone quicker than me now. Yeah, that's a really good time, especially in the race. This race is simply about now trying to put in good laps. Just try and come in front of the cars that will eventually pit. Either this lap or next lap. It's a bit of a better exit through there. Not let Costa get too far away, which is good. About a second and a half. So we've got one guy coming in. I think he was one of the ones in front of us, wasn't he? Yeah, I remember him, but he overtook us, didn't he? But I think this might be close. We are past. We're actually quite comfortably past. That's good. That's a good sign. Thought it'd be closer than that. I believe the top two still have to pit. To be honest, I think we've got those two as well. Let's see. Yeah, we're ahead. Nice. well, those other guys are a while, we're way behind. I think I must have made a mistake. Or they're battling. It's GG. Good race. Also, I'll point out, good to see a range of cars that can be competitive. A Porsche, that seems to be still the favourite. You've got the Lexus, the Lancer, 296, Mercedes. It's nice to see. We'll say the Porsche feels quickest for me, so that's why I'm using that. Oh wait. I was saying, how did I finish first? Did he... What? When did you just clock that? Did he leave? Nah, surely not. What's going on there? Is he still here? No. Oh, maybe he left. He's nerfing his account, maybe. God knows. Well, I'll take the win. As much as we didn't deserve it. Because the other guy was... That guy was quick, man. What was it? 59.2 is quality time. I could be like... I'm pretty sure that'd be top 100. Let me check. 292. Oh, just outside, I think. What's his name? Rafael Costa. There he is. I'm pretty sure I've seen him in A+ before. Yeah, he's like right on the edge of being an A+. So he's pretty much an A+, I'd say anyway. There's no shame in being beaten by him. Got 4 minutes. We might as well try and set a better time. I only did a couple of laps to get that 59.9, so see if we can get closer to what we have done on the other account. And I might put the brake bands back, so I think into Degner 1 and Degner 2, I'll definitely get time from it. Got time for 2 laps. Try and use it with the curb. Yeah, through that corner. But you can definitely gain time from doing that. Just realised I'm on hards, for goodness sake. I was looking at that sets time thinking that was slow. Ah, oh, such an amateur mistake. Oh dear. What am I like? I'm not going to have time for that. Damn it. There's definitely time in there. I reckon I could do a 59.7, 59.6 maybe even. Ooh, let's get a drink. Oh dear, my catch's not looking very good. Ah, there we go, that's better. Alrighty, P5. Go back to the hards. No Costa in this one. Let's have a look. And I've figured out how to make a playlist, so I'll put all my live streams into one. Oh, it's gone. Might have to do this after the next race. I've added the first one, I'll do the rest of that after this race. Live, perfect. Alright, let's lock in for race number 3. Wasn't sure if he's going to leave the space on the inside then. Ooh. A bit of contact behind. He's coming in this lap. I'm going to try and extend a little bit. No point trying to get in that toe there. I think they're too far away. The safest rejoin. Coming in. I'll probably come in next lap then. Hesitated just for a moment, just trying to figure out what he was going to do. I didn't really want to be stuck behind him. Don't mind too much extending on the hard as long as I'm in clean air. If those two guys are smart, they'll be working together to create a gap. It very much can be a race that can award, well, reward teamwork. So it was 6/10 up on the last lap, it shows. that clean air definitely helped there. So pitting 3 seconds behind the leaders. So the hope is that's quite a big gaggle of cars. I think we're going to be involved in it, which is a bit annoying. I expect the guys who pitted earlier will come past. I'll let that guy through. Best X I've ever had out there. Come on, dude. Belgium is all over me. I need to get past this guy. Good man. overtake here, it might be a bit messy. Rather do it in turn 1. Another one who's been pretty fair to me. Oh, we got a Norwegian ahead. Is he going to get feisty because the World Cup? We'll have to see. Got to catch him first, to be fair. See, the gap to the lead has come down quite a lot in the last couple of laps. So I think we'll be ahead of him. I don't know if that Turk was ahead of us or not, I can't remember. The Turk in second. Going to get the slightest of toes from the Norwegian up ahead. Looks like the Turk it is, and he is pitting. Okay. I think we might be 1-2 here. Yes, go around for him. it's nailed that exit, to be fair. I think we're just going to be a little bit too far behind. Nope. Just touching the grass there. Him still, P2's. It's another good result. Can't be too upset with that. Has he already gone? He has. Nice. 8 and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Nice. So yeah, I've put all of my streams for this challenge now into a playlist, so just for reference, if you want to watch it all through from start to finish, then it's now up there in chronological order. Which is good. Nice. I think we'll try again to do some quali laps. Remember to change my tyres this time. Oops. Okay. There's definitely time in it. Let's make a slight correction there. turned it a little bit early. Don't think I'm going to improve. Am I going to improve? Not quite. Missed the apex. Made up for that correction I had to make. It's about even now. I keep getting that corner just a little bit wrong. Just want to get the back end out a little bit. It's not going to be an improvement, I don't think. So I absolutely nail this last corner. Nah, not quite. Definitely know I can get more time into there. Okay. Whoa. Get a bit warm. See what the temperature is at the moment. It's not been super hot today. Uh, 17 outside, yeah, so it's definitely cooling off now. Ooh. Problem is, my room, it's probably more like 27, possibly more. P7 this time, bloody hell. I've got 3 A+ drivers at the front. Have we got any more at the back? We do indeed. The one who hasn't set a time. Race. Should probably have a DR check after this one. South Africa's back. lap uno. Yeah, guy in front of me's got decent pace. Just getting us a distant turn at the moment. The apex on that one. Very evenly matched. Matthew ahead is even faster. I think he had good quality time as well. Just caught the grass a little bit. just starts to creep ever so slightly further ahead. Still getting a slight toe, but it's making less of a difference. Yeah, that wasn't the best last corner I've ever had. Now I have lost the toe. My pace still isn't too bad. It's just a very quick lobby by the looks of it. Remember, got some A pluses in here as well. Two or one flats the last couple of laps. Try to get back in those 2 minute. Bit of hesitation there. So I definitely got the pace on the French guy, who I believe hasn't pitted yet. French guy in pole. I'm first. Oh, he's made a mistake. Did not see that coming. See, Heaton's moving up from the back as well. He's one to watch out for. Still can't get in those 2-minute flats. Holding the gap to Forte at least. I could say we're holding the Forte. 10 out of 10 jokes provided on this channel. This race has all of a sudden got a bit lonely. This Matthew is lightning quick. Forte's in the 59s, but hell. And that's the first time I've seen that. On whatever account I've been. 59 in the race. So to say, it's not over between me and him yet. He's going to get pressured by Heaton from behind as well. Just not quite fully finding my rhythm in this race. And still, I don't think I'm going to have that bad a result. Seconds behind Forte. I don't know if Strike's pitted or not. Completely missed that corner. It's not been my smoothest race. All Heaton's ahead. Forte now. There's the Frenchman. 16-second gap means I think should be comfortably ahead. And Strike is pitting as well. So should be moving into P2. Indeed we do. This would be a good result. Just missing the apex of that corner again. Oh dear, that was a bit sloppy. myself a little bit fortunate not to get a penalty there. His tyres are starting to struggle. Held on, good result that. A plus to be beat, 1, 2, 3, 3 of them. Again, I'm around the 2036 or 2037 mark. Let's go. Probably a good time now to check my DR. Lol. Clip the grass coming spoon. Yeah, I saw that. It's just one of those things that's so easily done. Oh, fuck me, where was I? Aha. Profile. Driver rating. Oh, I've got to sign in. Driver rating. There we go. So we're on 36,862. So we are. What would that be? 6.8. Don't know what I'm trying to figure out here. over a third of the way, but through A. Yeah. And probably from now on, because it's getting later, we're going to get put into harder lobbies, which hopefully can help us a little bit. Whew. The only downside is I'm now sweating because it's still pretty warm in my room, and yeah, it's tough work, all that concentration. Should put myself into the next one. So I'm just going to take my headset off for a couple of minutes. So be back with you when we get put into the lobby. Alright, back. We are falling further down. Jeezy pimps. I will say hello to some people. Do I recognise anyone else? Don't think I do. I'll do that. A sec. Oh, I've messed it up now. Grr. Eat something. Oh, third time lucky. Hey, there we go. So it might have a work out. We're actually having a good result here. So we got, I can't remember the guy behind me was in the 59s, but we got 10 people sub 2 minutes. So this is going to be a tricky lobby for sure. We had a bit feisty. A huge tank slapper for the Norwegian. We'll go one more lap. position, I would have probably given him the place. So he made the mistake at T1, well, last corner. Well. Just getting a bit sloppy now. Probably means when I come out, it's going to be right down there. So that looks like a pretty bunched up pack. They could be slowing each other down, but it's going well apart from that. It was those first 2 laps. Yeah, I think that's going to push us. It's going to push us right down. Possibly going to be right towards the end of this pack. Yeah. I think I gave him more than enough space there. Oh, Forte's gone. What happened to him? He spin. So that's good news for us. Vulcan's connection in front looks a bit dodgy. It's on the McDonald's Wi-Fi. Just try and get in that pack. Problem is, all the time I've made up, I'm probably going to lose. Go down here. Coming to finish Kane. Hopefully they bunch up, so I can get in this slip. Overcooked it. So annoying. It's a mistake I've made all night, either. I might have made it once. It's all about minimal loss of time. The 2 guys out front are on mediums. Possibly actually the Frenchman as well. So you want to keep them under sort of 19 seconds, I think. I think that's the sweet spot. It's either 19 or 20. Certainly I'm on 3 laps fresh tyres. I have the advantage of closing that gap. I do also want to try and get involved in this pack. If anyone gets a penalty or anything like that, it gives you an opportunity to move up a place. Although I have to say, I think they've been quite lenient with penalties. I think they all kind of held each other up there. Okay, yeah. I don't like that at all. That seems a little bit deliberate. That's what I mean though, if he was a little bit further up the road and they got past and I didn't. That's why you want to try to stay tight. Just a car ahead. Not only to get slipstream but to take advantage of other people's mistakes. This is definitely seeming to be a race that's favouring anyone who starts on mediums. So Ed, who's just behind us, is left. like it. Just looking at the gaps, I think the 3 guys ahead, we should come out, well, they should come out behind us. At this rate. Which means we're technically P5. Unless there's others that haven't. Sub 201, that's good. Yeah, we're now P5. Just we're potentially pitting a little bit later. Will help us out. Wow, unexpectedly I've got a podium. Oh, good race. There are a couple of A pluses that DNF'd as well, so that should help us out. Star. Whoa. Right, let's check how much DR we got for that one. So on 36,800, let's refresh. 37.5 for an hour. We're creeping up slowly. Let's do another quali because I don't really want to be starting P10. It's a bit better. That's exactly how I want to take that corner. Got to say, I'm pretty happy with how clean that lap was. That's... thought I was quicker than that. It's a bit better through there. Oh no. Damn it. Ah! Ah! So close. If I'd nailed that, I'd have been 0.8. Oh, that's annoying. Can we possibly be any further back? Oh no, we're P7 this time. Oh, did you start from the back? Yeah, he did. He won the last race. Oh, fair play. Didn't even say hello, did I? Oops. Do that again. I don't know any of those. It's not really Sunday, is it? Bumbaclart. Oh, it is. Good. Oh shit, I'm on mediums, aren't I? That actually might not be a bad thing. Because the way that lobby goes, probably get more free air. But then other people might catch on to that. It's all going to be a mystery. Generally, it seems the guys at the front, the last couple of laps, their tyres are just really, they seem to really struggle. But then, I suppose you do get free air. We'll see. Shake it up a bit. Sort of formation, just trying to take too much out your tyres.
So hopefully a couple more cars ahead will pit. Just a bit more free air. Yeah, I had a feeling it's on hard. Gonna guess now these guys are on mediums. Synchro from the back is pretty quick. Sorry, I'm not talking much. Obviously, concentrating at the moment. These car lobbies, you really have to focus on it. Can't afford to fight too much, so I'm just going to push him along here. I think if I want to pit this lap or next. Decision time. I think I'll struggle to go faster than a 202 on hards. I think I'm still going faster than a 202, so I'm going to stay out. Yeah, 201. Tyres are screaming in pain now. Oh boy. We now sit and wait, see what our fate is. Oh. Two just left at once. Oh dear. Oh boy. We might be okay. It's going to be close to synchro. Just could be ahead, but he's going to still be on meters. That was quite a big brake check from him. Not a brake check really, but slowed down a lot more than he needed to. Two horse race now. If I can get a really good exit. Out spoon. That's pretty good. Give me the inside. Oh, I don't know about that move. Can't do that. You can't do that. I don't think he's going to give it back either. I don't agree with that. That's such a shame, because that was such a good race. and he's moved over, you can't just move back again. Especially if I now have part of my car alongside his. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but it's still a good result. I'm not going to get all, you know, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. I'm not going to send him 8 messages for it, but yeah, in that position, if his car's alongside and you hit him, I think you've got to give the place, but yeah, he's left. Yeah. That is frustrating. Whoops, it back on my stream actually. Yeah, so we get a nice run. He's weaving right and left. He goes right, leaves the door open, and yeah, he just yeah, he's just deliberately pushed me because I'm alongside on the inside. That's a shame. I like racing people who are like feisty and don't give you an inch. But yeah, if you're alongside like that, you can't just hit them off. Can't just do that. That was very unsportsmanlike. Yeah, well. So I done to what DR 38,297. So what's that? 1,703 away from 40,000, which would put us halfway through this A rank. I'm just going to get a quick drink. I will meet you when we get put into the lobby.
Alrighty. Looks like we're a bit higher up for this race. We've got any A pluses? We've got none at all. Interesting. Now we've got to decide mediums or hards. I'm not too sure with this one. I think we're going to stay on hards. Is there anyone I recognise? James. Spin a couple. So I think I'm gonna. The initial idea is to pit on lap 2. I think that's a sweet spot. I think I'll lose too much time if I pit lap 3. If I pit lap 1, my tyres feel it a little bit at the end. If we get really bogged down on lap 1, then we'll pit lap 1. But I think the idea we'll pit lap 2. Not really interested in overtaking this guy. Just push him along. He's coming in that one. Braked far too late. Oh, silly. That's so silly. Luckily, I've not spun, which is very easy to do that. And got dirty tyres, which sucks, I think. It's worn off now. Not actually convinced James is on mediums. I think he's on hards.
that other guy's going to be clear unless he's in traffic. Don't know if he'll be ahead of that pack or not. Oh, he was in the house. Ooh, just. Good luck from us. And those cold hearts as well, which might be able to create a gap. Got some mediums. Just remember that cold arts, didn't I? Cold mediums. Of course. scruffy through there. Point 3, something, he's on it. Might have been too much for a corner cut. Yeah, damn it. I keep pushing those track limits. I think I've found my limit there. Makes this even more painful is that I'm stuck behind this guy. Point of overtaking him when I've got a penalty. I think James is going to go past me. Not punished as much as I thought it would actually. not expecting him to go for it now. That was an unfortunate touch. So it's a position I'm actually quite happy for him to try and guard his way through. As soon as I say that, but he picks. He's left inside free. That wasn't the cleanest move in the world. Just don't know why he left inside free. In that position, if you're on the outside, just got to back out really. Did he not pit? There's no way he's already pitted. Oh dear, if these guys are all pitted, then this race has gone from bad to worse. That'll be some silly moves here. A little bit. Ah, Jesus Christ, that was a messy race. Probably should have given him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should give him the position back or not. Because literally the same happened to me, but I saved mine. Nah, I think it's fine as it is. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm on the inside going in. You're always going to run that risk. I'm obviously not going to explain that to him. I'm not gonna get involved in a conversation that I quite frankly can't be bothered. While I'm here, I've got my stream, I can have a look at the incident. Over here, so... So it wasn't this lap, it was the next lap. So he gets wide, but then, yeah, he just... You can save it there. Yeah, because he recovers. And then he recovers and then loses it. Yeah, I don't know. See, I'm watching it back. Previous lap, I let him through. I do the smart thing because he's alongside. Yeah, on the straight just before 130R. We're alongside there because I had to bump the guy in front of me, which meant I lost my momentum. And yeah, he just keeps it stuck in, yeah. I don't feel horrendous about that, to be honest. I would normally, if I'm 100%, to blame, then I would say, but... Right, I think we'll do one more race and then we'll call it a night. It's
going to be a bit spicy if that guy's still here. But at the end of the day, if he is, you've got two choices. You either put it in the past and, you know, crack on, or, you know, you have a grudge about it. But having a grudge about it doesn't solve the problem. Right. Yeah, looks like our friend isn't here. Got some bees in here as well. Got Vulcan's back. Do I recognise anyone else? Nah, I don't think so. Got John Lacey. Wonder if it's the real John Lacey, although he's probably not in his prime anymore. So yeah, we'll start on the hards again. Pit lap 2. And then go on to the mediums for the rest of the race. Bell. Nice.
Subaru would be ours is. The unmistakable sound of it. What the hell? Slow down. Front and rear damage, so I'm basically sitting duck in the straight now. You're trying to overtake, are you? Literally, instead of doing that, you could have bumped me. Very interesting decision. A bit of a late bump. Probably should have done that. Just going to come in. No. Close to this Polish gun Subaru. What am I doing? Jeez. That was silly. Let's try and focus again. It's not a corner I'd go defensive into at all. He's literally just gone round him like nothing as well. Oh boy. Oh, what a lot. Okay, good defend that. Just not sure what I did to him there. Can only sympathise losing nearly 3 positions in one lap is quite embarrassing, but there you go. The funny thing is, I'll probably catch him by the end of this lap. How slow is he going? Worst thing you can do is retaliate. Someone does something stupid. 2 wrongs do not make a right. I want to try and get past him as clean as I can. So you literally hit me off and I'm back behind your ass in 2 sectors. I should be able to defend that. Literally makes you wonder why get into such a silly scrap and cost yourself so much time. And now I'm in pretty much a fight to not lose, dear, which is a shame. He's on hards, why? Some people, I'm sorry, some people just absolutely baffle me. They really do. No wonder he's dropping like a stone. There's a few guys coming in, definitely some of them going to come out ahead of me, if not all of them. Okay, that's P5. Could have been a lot worse. Still. Oops, sorry about that. Still very frustrating. We could have won that. "46 seconds. Wow. Boy, at least that DR still went up, but yeah, a bit of a sour note. Those last two races, as people getting a bit silly. Right, so a final DR check. See if we're over halfway. Fresh. 38.8, no. Those last two races, I think only went up by about 600. Yeah, it's a shame. Never mind. We'll plough on. Whenever I stream next. Will I stream tomorrow? Maybe. Possibly. I'll see. As long as it's not too hot. Then, yeah. There's a good chance I'll be on. just for the upcoming days. Wednesday, England are playing, but they're playing while I'm at work, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, I might probably try and jump on then. And then maybe Thursday, maybe not, because I'm actually going on holiday on Friday. So, yeah, I'll see. If I've got stuff to do Thursday, then I might not be on. But yeah, and then I'll be away this Friday to next Friday, so I definitely won't be streaming then either. So yeah, I'll try and stream one or two more times before I go on holiday to give you guys something. Yeah, thank you for watching again. Anyone who has, I appreciate it. At this time of night, I'm not going to get many viewers, but it's probably the most convenient time for me. So yeah, it's still fun to do it. It's nice to have good races like we did, perhaps in the first few. Yeah, compared to the last few where people just get a bit silly and they defend every position and not think about their the position that they're in. If that makes sense, like that guy just rubbing me off for no really good reason when he's on hard tyres. Yeah, it's just frustrating when people don't use their heads. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you to anyone who's watched. Just to also reiterate what I was talking about earlier, I've made now a playlist for all my live streams for this challenge. So if you want to watch it from start to finish, then you'll be able to there. I'll try and remember to keep adding them on, the new streams I do onto the playlist. Yeah. I think we're 52 races down. I think we can do it by 70 races. I think we can do it by then. I think that's going to be like the new challenge. Can I do it in a certain amount of races? But yeah, anyway, I'm waffling. Yeah, I'm going to end it there. Thank you for anyone who's watched it live or anyone who's watched it back. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much.